I just completed a test run of unit testing on an actual hardware target, and we can see here code coverage percentage. Let me show the main function. I did not test the main functions, so you can see that they're all in red, but what I'm going to show is the UART init of the microcontroller. You can see that it's specifying a baud rate of 115,000, stop bits 1, parity none, and so on. This is the target board I used to execute the unit test. Parasoft plugin has been installed in this IDE as indicated by the Parasoft menu here. Part of the process of unit testing on an actual target is Parasoft perform a instrumented compilation of a firmware for the target. That firmware is then copied into the hardware target, executed in the target, and test results data copied back into the laptop, and this is what is giving us the code coverage results. In situations where the hardware target has a file system or sufficient storage, the execution of test results in the target will first write into the target's storage file system, and then through several mechanisms, those test results data stored in the target is copied back into the debugging laptop for the IDE to load the test results data. The most common way of copying back test results would be SSH communication, or if there's no SSH communication, you can copy the test results data in the target by putting it into a USB or any means to retrieve data from the target, and then you're gonna have to manually put it into the appropriate location in the Parasoft results data so that those results can be loaded by the IDE. In summary, it is just a matter of test results, copying of test results data, a process of copying files. However, in cases where the hardware target has no storage or does not have a file system, such as the one that I am holding here, which is a microcontroller, a Nokia G071RB from ST Microelectronics, the Parasoft has a solution wherein it runs a listener process, a listener.exe, running in the laptop and communicating through serial lines to the target. So when the execution is running in the target, test results data are transmitted back to the laptop through serial communication line and received by the listener.exe running here. Let me first close the IDE and show this in action. The firmware is already flashed inside this microcontroller hardware target. So let me attach the hardware target now. It will enter into a reset mode and re-execute the test cases. Right now, test cases have been executing, but since there's no listener process to receive the data, those test results are lost. Parasoft has a listener.exe. I open here a console, and that listener.exe is located here, where you install the Parasoft tool. I have here a GetBus console. You can also use a DOS terminal. I will create a new folder to receive the test results data. Okay. Now I will paste this listener process command that listens for incoming data from the serial line. But first, let me go to the hardware manager to show you what COM port has the board been assigned to. I see here microelectronics at virtual COM port 6, so it's COM port 6. Therefore, the serial command here that I pasted, you have to put 6 here to signify COM port 6, and the rest of this data here are the serial communication settings. A while ago I showed you a snippet, a C snippet, and with regards to how the firmware sets up the UART serial communication of the firmware, and it matches to the one up here. So the sender and the receiver should have a matching serial settings in order to receive the data. Following this option here, the CN or channel number is a mechanism whereby the stream of data received from the serial communication is split into two files. Either it is written into the test log file or it is written into the coverage log file. These are Parasoft. These two files are what you call the Parasoft test results data. So 1B is the hex identifier to signify that the next stream of data is for the test log, and 2B is the identifier for the next stream of data to be in the log file. I will now press enter. So now the serial listener.exe is waiting for serial data. I'm now going to press the reset button of the hardware, after which the hardware will enter into a reset mode and re-execute the test cases again from the very beginning. The listener.exe here, which is waiting, will receive this time the test results data and write them into the log files. I'll press the reset button now, and it's done. You should see the input data decoded successfully, and you can see here that the two Parasoft test results data file have now sizes of 11 KB and 6 KB respectively. Now the next procedure is simply to copy this Parasoft test results data into the appropriate folder for the IDE to load it and then display code coverage results.